Hello, Steve Perry fans, Journey fans, Gary Stuckey here. Just had to tell you about the anniversary of my favorite album of all time. That's right, you guessed it. You know this album? Journey Escape, released 39 years ago today. And what an album. According to Wikipedia, Escape is the seventh studio album by American rock band Journey. Released in 1981, it topped the American Billboard 200 chart and features four hit Billboard Hot 100 singles. Don't Stop Believin' at number 9, Who's Cryin' Now at number 4, Still They Ride number 19, and Open Arms at number 2, plus rock radio staple Stone in Love. And it was certified 9 times platinum by the RIAA and sold over 12 million copies worldwide, making it the band's most successful studio album and second most successful album overall behind Greatest Hits. One of the main reasons why this album was so amazing was because of the soaring vocal abilities of Steve Perry, who reached new heights and hit some great notes on songs like Don't Stop Believin', Open Arms, and Mother Father. And then with the addition of Jonathan Cain coming in on keyboards, replacing Greg Raleigh, in his songwriting abilities, amazing piano playing, just hard to beat that sound and writing style along with Steve Perry. Amazing. Neil Schon showed some great guitar skills on this album, some great riffs, and my favorite solo on the album from Stone in Love. Always great to hear him. Way to go, Neil. Ross Valerie on this album was phenomenal, and he really stood out on the songs Stone in Love, and of course, Don't Stop Believin'. That bass line is killer. Steve Smith, Machine Gun Steve Smith, he was really showing his skills on Lay It Down and Keep on Running, Dead or Alive. Just crazy good. A lot of songs from this album, Don't Stop Believin', been used in a lot of movies, TV shows, even recently been in the news, right? You know all about that. Stone in Love, a song written at a party of Neil's at his house the next day. He listened to what he had recorded on a tape and he said, "Hey, I like this song. I think I'll turn it into a song he wrote with Steve and Jonathan." Who's Cryin' Now? Steve was on his way to Jonathan Cain's house. He had his little tape recorder. A lot of times they used that little tape recorder and they would sing into it, and come up with little ideas by humming little tunes and words and things like that, or playing it on guitar like Neil did. But Steve showed up at Jonathan's house with this idea, and Jonathan wrote some more lyrics, and Steve said, "That sounds like one of those, somebody done somebody wrong songs," which turned into Who's Cryin' Now. And the song Open Arms was the closest Journey ever came to number 1. It was number 2 back in January of 1982. Didn't quite make it. It should have made it all the way to number 1. A lot of songs should have made it to number 1. And when Neil Schon first heard the song, he was like, "Hey, what am I supposed to do with this song?" I don't think he liked it too much. But after he realized the popularity of the song, and the fact that it made him some money, I think he was pretty happy about that. It turned out pretty good. So he can't argue about that. And Neil got a chance to jam out on songs like Keep On Running and Lay It Down, Dead or Alive. He jammed out on this album. Stanley Mouse did the cover. And on the inside, you have all the lyrics with the guys escaping. And the front of the record, there you go. And did you know that Escape was recorded at Fantasy Studios, a music recording studio in Berkeley, California? It was built as a private recording studio for artists on the Fantasy Records label in 1971, opened to the public in 1980. It also happens to be Steve Perry's current record label. So there you go. Journey Escape, released 39 years ago today. The best album ever. And you know why. And my favorite Journey lineup of all time also. You just can't beat albums like this. And #1 album. If you haven't got it, you need to go to the doctor because you're crazy. Because you need to get this album. Just kidding. No, you really do need to get it. It's awesome. If you don't have it, go check it out. And whatever you do, everybody, don't stop believing. This is Gary Stuckey. God bless you.